A lawsuit worth millions targets Kylie Jenner now. A woman who cleaned her mansion says unfair treatment happened because of where she came from. Mockery around heritage popped up, then jokes aimed at beliefs followed close behind. Constant pressure built under Kylie's roof until daily tasks felt like traps. Complaints led to punishment. Hangers used as tools of harm after speaking up became too loud to ignore. That moment changed everything. Silence broke when bruises stayed longer than shifts. Some folks say success needs charm or luck. Not true. Show up every day. Effort matters most. A lot stay home waiting. Waiting kills dreams. That moment might chase Kim forever. Today, though, eyes turn to Kylie. Legal trouble knocks on her door. Accusations rise from inside her team. Weeks of festivals ended. Desert dust still clings to memories. She steps back into luxury. Walls echo silence. Then paper arrives. One ex-worker speaks loud through court words. A woman called Angelica Vasquez says she began cleaning for Kylie at a home in Beverly Hills starting September 10th, 2024. 1 week after that, they shifted her to another place in Hidden Hills instead. Her supervisors were a person named Elsie along with someone known as head housekeeper Patty. People treated her poorly, mocked and degraded for being who she was, where she came from, what faith she follows, how she looks. That kind of behavior raises serious concerns, since targeting anyone like that crosses clear lines. Working without fear of unfair treatment matters, no matter where you clock in. Rules hold steady even behind celebrity doors like inside Kylie Jenner's home. What stands out is how Angelica identifies. Salvadoran, Catholic, proud of both. Hurtful words came her way, suggesting her faith carried shame. Mockery followed her paperwork status, whispered like rumors meant to sting. Fear crept in through jokes about borders and forced exits. Remarks hinted she did not belong, framed as offhand remarks but sharp enough to wound. For sure, every single ICE incident has been out there. Almost seems like someone kept pushing her to the edge. This home, when thinking on a Kardashian or vast estate, plenty of workers show up. Should the mood among staff turn sour, expect tension filling every room. Beyond being pushed around, Angelica says she got stuck with the filthiest chores handed out. Think scrubbing Kylie's bathroom right after her gummy laxative rounds. Then again, she felt left behind by the cleaning crew and had. A snap of fingers, then shouting, this happened often. A manager once hurled clothes hangers during a scolding, she says, right after she'd spoken up. Every time she raised concerns, reactions followed. Sharp sounds, loud voices, objects flying. Picture it, Kylie nearby, none of it hidden. Hard to believe someone so close wouldn't know what happens in their own space. Inside her own house, the situation unfolds quietly. Workers come and go, giving updates directly to her. There's no doubt she sees what Angelica faces each day. Charges have been filed, claims of bias based on where someone comes from, their faith, missing paychecks, broken work rules. That a wealthy person wouldn't pay wages surprises almost everyone. Court papers shared by TMZ describe how the maid, a Muslim woman of Middle Eastern background, says she endured ongoing unfair treatment. Something feels off about how she connects her faith to serving inside Kylie Jenner's house. A message arrives. Both clans, Kardashian and Jenner, carry a dark vibe. Their behavior fits the stereotype of chaos, loud and unrefined. The public lifts up messy figures like trophies. Our current leader proves that truth well enough. Rising through conservative circles could happen for her down the road, given the path she's on. Then again, mockery followed Angelica because of where she came from, El Salvador. It feels off somehow, saying someone is Catholic when it comes to them. Sure, the Kardashians and Jenners identify as Christian, just not Catholic. Still strange, though, picturing Kris Jenner owning a church. On another note, some staff working for those families say their beliefs are treated poorly these days. Truth is, Kris Jenner started the California Community Church. Maybe she sees it as a path to move cash while skipping tax bills. That's how I see it. Ends. That place started out called Life Change Church. After a while, folks began calling it California Community Church instead. A fresh name came along, one that sticks differently now. Its spot sits close to Agra Hills, just near where the Kardashians live. I looked into this whole thing once, went pretty far down. The man leading it, Pastor Brad Johnson, brings up some serious concerns. Though caught up in various controversies, lies, money troubles, he still thought himself fit to lead. Yet Kris Jenner chose him anyway, placing trust where others saw red flags. Something about it feels off. He acts like a phony preacher since his actions don't match his words. Officiating K.H. Lowe and Lamar's ceremony was Pastor Brad Johnson, the same man tied to them for years. Close ties with the family go way back, woven through major moments. Each year, part of what Kim earns goes out not kept, but given away, something she's mentioned before. Truth sits in how she gives 10%, maybe more, to the church. Kim moves like someone washing notes through hymns and holy water. Sure, plenty of pews welcome cash from all sorts. No questions folded into prayers. Some folks show up every week, yet this place runs nothing like the rest. Picture getting treated unfairly at a faith center just for what you believe. One day I hope to walk through those doors myself. Drop a note underneath if you'd like someone to bring hidden recorders along next time. Now about Angelica, the staff member taking legal action against Kylie. Remember, clearly it's not aimed at Patty or Elsie. What's happening is a lawsuit aimed straight at Kylie. The reason given: a struggle with anxiety, said to have started since then. Her work environment triggered signs of post-traumatic stress disorder. Following ignored reports, she stepped down from her role by August 2025. Right now, Angelica is pursuing compensation for lost pay, mental suffering, among other claims. Punitive payouts are part of what she's asking for. Looks like Kylie might need to prepare for some heavy costs ahead. Word from people near Kylie pushes back on those claims, pointing out the cleaner often missed shifts along with other job-related problems. In short, they're suggesting Angelica. Here, what went wrong? Their family repeats these patterns often. One person said, "You'd assume this woman understands hard labor by now. Clearly she doesn't." She called her entitled and harsh. Someone else pointed out the legal claim names only Kylie Jenner, not coworkers. That means painting her as blameless makes no sense. Once I started looking into this video, a pattern began showing up. It isn't just Kylie Jenner, others fall into this too. Out here, the Kardashians struggle with staff satisfaction. Quick exits mark their work environment. Pay feels unfair to many. Even faces promoting Kylie Jenner's makeup line speak up about missing wages. Lawsuits pop up. TMZ spotted one filed by a model against Kylie Cosmetics over late pay. A woman named Sasha Palma says she signed on for several shoots tied to the brand. Her claim: she showed up, did the job, never saw the money. From the start, Sasha says her work began with a single-day job in 2020 at $2,000 per day. Overdue by over a month, payment never arrived from Kylie's company. Despite clear ability to pay on time, according to Sasha, they simply did not. Now, late fees have piled up $60,000 owed, she states. Another session followed that August, yet again unpaid for more than 30 days, she adds. Now Sasha wants payment from Kylie Cosmetics, $120,000. A post on X states, "I was a freelancer editing Kardashian apps back in 2015, based in Los Angeles. My shifts stretched through mornings, late into evenings, even Saturdays and Sundays. 99-cent store runs were all I could manage for food each week. Missed the office a few times. Empty tank meant no ride, and that sparked warnings from above. Side gigs came up then, just to cover basics, though officially frowned upon. Back then, lots of folks got burned by those apps, Kim, Chris. They ran giveaways that left people out. Think about it. Even Kourtney jumped on the trend with her own app. At some stage, just about everyone had one. Kylie too. It was everywhere. One day there was an app. Maybe it was really about fast cash, nothing more. Sort of how those phony contests ran forever, always promising big prizes. Not once did I hear someone actually get something from a Kardashian sweepstakes. Hand up if you've ever actually won a Kardashian-Jenner contest. Go on, show me. Right then, the Skandashians are facing a $40 million lawsuit tied to their odd Instagram sweepstakes. Here, what slipped out. Personal details collected through entries reportedly moved onward, traded beyond the post. Other people pay big amounts to outsiders, something that feels smarter to me. If I had $2 billion like Kim, standing beside fancy luggage would need serious reason. Not saying anyone's at fault, yet folks watched K.H. Lowe with pizza near crumpled handbags and believed. That path leads straight up, right into fame. Just let it happen. Kim, K.H. Lowe, Kylie, Kourtney, all the rest might vanish from feeds after this. Hold on, Standing by shopping bags beside a Maybach parked in the driveway misses the mark completely. Truth is, those displays feel tired. The Kardashians did this kind of thing long before anyone caught on. Real talk, those tactics lost their edge ages ago. Truth is, makeup companies often pay pennies to produce a palette yet charge $100. Still, they profit big without much pushback. Those freebie events never made sense to me at all. Honestly, Kim, what even is going on here? This feels far from Fashion Week. Definitely not red carpet material. Hold up. Phone, can I right now since what's happening here falls short? Those sketchy promotions ought to vanish. Back when I started on YouTube, this kind of thing felt familiar. I called out major creators running phony contests that led nowhere. The Ace family did it. Other influencers jumped in. Now the Kardashians are doing the same staged offers meant to boost likes and views, though in truth, no one ever wins. One thing though, winning never actually happened. Perhaps it's just me, yet the FCC, the group usually chasing down sweepstakes and raffles, tends to flag these sorts of promotions. Not sure why celebs slipped through without warnings from that agency. Feels like quiet understandings might exist behind the scenes. Honestly, most people appear done with those pretend prize reveals stars keep posting. Still, the Kardashians stick with the act somehow. Truth be told, something about this bothers me. Digging deeper feels necessary. Back then, around 2016 through 2018, it seemed everyone famous jumped on board. Fancy handbags, shiny gadgets, stuff handed out via surprise posts from unknown brands online. That trend? It's back now with Khloe, backed by a group called Hikey Clout. 7 people will win prizes during their seasonal promotion. Just follow along, mention someone you know. After that, maybe your name gets picked somehow. Not once have I heard of anyone actually winning anything like this. Truth is, if it were real, someone would have shared a video by now, maybe on TikTok or somewhere else online. Still nothing shows up. Over time, plenty of people have thought, nobody ever claims these prizes. They're staged. Khloe probably got money just to share the post, then walked away. Hard to say for sure. There are 16,000 replies though, yet most of us understand comment sections aren't proof. We see how that works. Truth is, someone will claim victory here. But we're clear on one thing, it isn't genuine. Hikey Cloud doesn't exist, not really. Can't say who's behind it. Maybe Khloe got paid big money, like 6 figures, just to push them online. Her posts make it seem exciting. Still, nobody actually takes home anything. Yet here we are again, wondering aloud about the pattern. Maybe it's curiosity, maybe frustration. Why accept these offers every single time? Someone typed out loud, "Not once have I spotted someone who actually won." They added, almost as a dare, "If you did, step forward, let us see you." A different voice called it what it might be, a trick to pull clicks. Hard evidence feels necessary now. A winner claims they've grabbed every single one. Hope you track it down without trouble. One voice called it a cover for moving dirty cash. Truthfully, maybe so. Information gets sold when users join. Likely holds weight too. Every year without fail, those Louis Vuitton boxes show up again empty, sitting there like they've been waiting since last time. Almost seems planned, like someone tucks them away on purpose for this exact moment. Yet certain staff keep appearing in these stories, which makes you wonder what happens behind the scenes. Take Kim and Kris, they're still making similar mistakes, even after everything that went down before. Back in 2021, things got messy when several people working under Kim ran into serious problems. Some workers joined forces, taking legal steps as a group because Kim did not pay them what was owed. Because she kept 10% of wages for supposed taxes but failed to report their jobs, they claimed wrongdoing. Pay records never made it into their hands. At irregular times, if at all, money arrived never following set schedules, without getting their needed meal or rest breaks. Workers also lacked a way to log every hour worked. Every single hour went unpaid, while job-related costs stayed out of pocket. A past. A worker says he lost his job right after speaking up about unpaid overtime, missed lunch breaks, wrong tax handling. A different person, just 16 back then, also came forward. Hold on, turns out a teenager might have been doing long shifts at Kim Kardashian's home. He states they had him working way past the legal limit of 48 weekly hours for young seasonal workers. That feels deeply off. Maybe those in charge should try sending their own children into such situations. Fair point, North might actually gain something similar. A legal case has started against Kim Kardashian by her. Workers say pay was too low, breaks never came. 7 women of Latin American background took legal steps against her. A teenager, just 16, is among those involved. Hours stretched long without extra money, they told investigators. Time off during shifts, not something offered, according to their account. The youngest worker reportedly logged over 48 hours each week, a rule broken under state law. After the teen brought up those problems, they let him go. Every reason behind it is right here. Here comes trouble. A lawsuit shows up. Take a breath, read it slow. What about Kim? Her crew speaks now, not on the hook they claim. Workers got jobs another way, hired outside, paid by someone else. That firm stepped in. Kim brought them on, services kept running. The middle company handled pay. Kim did not sign those checks. Control stayed elsewhere. Agreements lived between worker and vendor. No link straight to her. Business choices made above her head. She walks away clean, they argue. This is exactly what makes people talk about eating the rich. Her staff's well-being, not something she ever paid attention to. She never asked if helpers had health coverage, nor did she wonder about wages during chores inside her house. Her only concern showed up when tasks missed deadlines. This behavior belongs to wealthy circles. Outsourcing jobs cuts expenses for them. Now they can claim innocence once someone points fingers at unfair practices. The message continues. Even without blame, awareness changes things. Action follows knowledge. Money sits in Kim's hands, ready to cover costs. Dropping the outside contractor makes sense, maybe even overdue. Another person might behave better if hired instead. Plus, Kim could show care by offering an apology along with support. Strange how she recently criticized her sister Courtney for doing exactly this. Moving slowly, she carried a heavy rock while keeping one hand out of sight. One time, I started thinking about Kanye West, how folks who worked for him often didn't receive payment, but then something pulled me back toward the Kardashians instead. It hit me hard, and I stumbled on an old piece online. Back in 2014, Kendall Jenner tossed cash right into a server's face. She was 18, sitting at Mercier Kitchen with Hailey Bieber Baldwin back then. Seems the two weren't happy after being denied alcohol, too young by law. Out she stormed without settling the bill, around $60 gone unpaid. Not $1 offered on top for the worker. Wild to think these teens, barely adults, acting like rules didn't apply. Some thought drinking ought to be permitted, yet being denied led to defiance instead. Laughter hit the air when faces became targets. Cash appeared 220s snatched without warning. Bills flew toward staff like paper birds in wind. Movement followed. Exiting began before math could catch up. Payment? Unclear. Tip? Unspoken. Distance grew between them and what they left behind. The scene unfolded fast. A server took out her phone, capturing what came next. You sprinting after a famous name through city noise. The reason? An unpaid tab left behind. Then cash slapped into view, flying toward you mid-stride. Money in the air changed everything. Her tweet followed close behind. Not anger exactly, more like disbelief caught on camera. She stood there watching it play out, almost seemed amused by how far things went. Out the door without settling the bill, then tossing cash when the server approached like feeding an animal. When staff circled back, coins flew hard. The company stayed silent then. Hailey insisted all charges were covered. Polite tone, question raised. Is the extra included? Didn't dash off, that part feels made up. Honestly, Kendall carries herself like city streets answer to her name. Grating, really. Spot famous faces constantly, yet none of them halt everything. She'd closed down whole restaurants without warning, just because she decided she needed to be there right then. When someone acts like the world exists only for them, things tend to go sideways fast. Honestly, this woman never stopped pushing her way into places where others were already seated, sipping drinks or finishing meals. Lines meant nothing. She walked straight through. No pause, no apology. What sticks most is how often I ended up tangled in her chaos, caught in moments that made ordinary tasks feel impossible. That one moment stands out when my friend had a birthday. A spot near the DJ opened up, so we claimed it. She arrived later. Staff told us to leave that area right away. They moved us close by, almost beside her. Photos were being snapped of our group celebrating nearby. Her team appeared suddenly, grabbing phones from everyone around. The reason given was her age, under 21 laws applied. Can't claim to judge who she really is deep down. Doesn't matter much either way. Never truly met her at all. Just kept running into moments like these. That really got under my skin. Some major celebrities would never pull something like that. Another employee tale worth mentioning involves Kris Jenner spying on her private security team. Seems Kris managed to settle things quietly instead of facing trial. A lawsuit was filed years ago by a guard who said Kris kept pushing inappropriate contact. He began protecting Kourtney and Kris around mid-2017. That's when Kris reportedly started crossing lines. Close encounters marked the situation, starting when the woman touched him in ways that felt wrong. Her presence grew heavy, moving near him again and again. Instead of keeping distance, she pressed against him, crossing lines without pause. At times, her hands wandered where they did not belong. One instance stood out, fingers gripping parts of his body with clear intent. Touch followed touch, turning routine. Neck, shoulders, arms, then lower, across the back, all done uninvited. Her hand landed on his thigh, then lower, near his groin, while her hips pressed into his back without permission. Instead of stepping away, she kept it going. Another time, Kris started revealing parts of her body to him, like showing a breast or letting skin show where it should not. He never asked for any of that, just doing what the job required, standing watch. By September 2018, he said enough. He told someone how uneasy it made him feel. Soon after, he lost the position. Took concerns straight to human resources. Surprised, they sided with Kris. What followed wasn't fair. Out of nowhere, things shifted when they chose to let him go. Even though he'd been put on hold for teaming up with Kris, collaboration with Kourtney carried on right up until the end came. Once officially dismissed, legal steps followed, filed by him. Honestly, good thing it happened. Around that same time, Kris Jenner was involved with Corey Gamble. But why exactly is she now reaching out to that security guy? Shifting gears, there's quiet drama in the Kardashian circle worth noticing. Back in 2020, a lawsuit hit Kris Jenner. Her ex-bodyguard claimed he was owed $3 million. Now, fresh details have surfaced. Mark MC Williams once rapped before becoming a guard. He got work with the Kardashians, staying close to Kris Jenner most days. Yet now comes this twist nobody saw coming. Claims have surfaced against her: assault, unwanted advances, physical harm, all serious charges piling up fast. Out of nowhere, Mick Williams says Kris made a move on him, exposing herself, touching his backside. After he walked away, she let him go from the job. Now there's more. A fresh claim surfaces. An incident in her Bentley years ago, back in 2017, where things turned physical against his will. Kris Jenner teamed up with Mark McWills to move the case into private arbitration. A judge in Los Angeles handed both sides 12 months to pick an arbitrator and reach terms. Thoughts on this? Well, naturally, Kris and Kourtney deny every claim tied to it. Still, I find it hard to believe the bodyguard would share his side so openly without strong reasons. That wraps things up for now. Hope you found this useful. Share your thoughts down there. This came together earlier today. Right at this moment, I'm making changes for you, a part of what I do alone in this space. Thanks for hanging out today. This might run about 14 minutes, perhaps 15. Hope it felt worth your while. Drop a line underneath if you've got thoughts. Catch up again before long. See you later.